حي على الفلاح. حي على خير العمل. حي على خير العمل. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. لا إله إلا الله.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه. الحمد لله الذي هدانا لهذا وما كنا لنهتدي لولا أن هدانا الله. الصلاة والسلام على سيدنا ونبينا وعلى المؤيد والرسول المصدق المحمود الأحمد حبيبنا وحبيب إله العالمين القاسم المصطفى محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم. عباد الله، أوصيكم بتقوى الله وإطاعة أمره. قال الحكيم في كتاب الكريم بعد أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم: ولا تقولوا لمن ألقى إليكم السلام لست مؤمنا. Inshallah ta'ala, as we are moving towards a direction of the month of Ramadan, after the month of Rajab, Sha'ban and Ramadan is coming, I hope that we will become what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants us to be. Not only in the month of Ramadan, but yet another 11 month to keep us in the right path. If we look at the ayat of the Quran, the way that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling us, move together, live together, and be with each other. To an extent that if we see somebody is telling us Salaamu Alaikum, we have to answer in Alaikum Assalam. It's a must. A salam from the other side is a sunnah or mustahab, but the answer to the salam is a wajib. Somehow, when we read it in Surah Al-Nisa, ayah number 4, some people, unfortunately, it seems like they have been inserted in our ummah, in our community, in our nation, that they are not really reading the Quran, they don't understand the Quran, and they continuously are calling others, and we talk about that, the kafir. This is it, ayah of the Quran. This is وَلَا تَقُولُوا لَمَنْ أَلْقَى عَلَيْكُمُ السَّلَامَ لَسْتَ مُؤْمِنًا. If somebody is giving you a salam, do not say that he is not a mu'min. He is not a believer. For sure, we will have to, as soon as somebody comes and gives salam, we have to answer alaykum as-salam. What is this word of beautiful salam? As you probably know, as-salam is the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and it is one of the names of 99 names that you see in here as it is written. And then, when you say to someone, Assalamu alaikum, Allah be with you. If Allah is with us, there is no defeat. There is no such a thing as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is misguiding us. If He is with us, we will not become the one that unfortunately having a problem with our ummah and difficulties that they are creating all over the earth regarding this concept that they do not understand. Allah is not with us. Assalamu alaikum. Allah be with you. And the answer that you receive immediately, wa alaikum assalam, you be with Allah too. If you are with Allah, I'm with Allah, He's one. We don't have any disputes and problems. Not only within me, myself, me and you, our family, our society, the whole earth. Why? The concept and the words of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has been given to us throughout the Holy Quran, as it tells you how to deal with yourself first, how to deal with the others. Not only with the Muslims and the mu'mins, but with the non-Muslims also. As you will see throughout the Quran, there are always Rahmaniyya of Allah is way exceeding on the punishment of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to the humanity. He is Rahman in all aspects, and He is a lover of everyone and everything to an extent. You probably have been experiencing it yourself. When you become Muhrim in Hajj, you know that You are not even allowed to kill a bug. Bug belongs to him. Are you allowed to kill a human being? No. You are not even allowed to pull a tree from the ground or take the leaves out of the trees. Why is it? It's in reality, everything is talking to you, but you don't understand their words. Everything is making tasbih to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Some of it we understand, some of it we don't. And if we don't understand, that does not mean that it is not alive. We have given the direction and the way that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that the earth is loaded with varieties of the colors, the smells, beauties, and all kinds of things. But what kind? With yuskhab ma'in wahid. What kind of the water pours on the ground, but yet it gives you varieties of the food taste. From the same ground, you get the sweet, sour, bitter, sometimes tasteless. All of that is from the same ground. Yet the varieties of the color that it comes from the same ground. You get roses of red and pink and green and all kinds of things that it is coming out of that. How could you say that there is no life in that ground, that it is connected to heaven above? Therefore, if we look at the environment of us, they are all يسبح حمده. All are glorifying Him. ولكن لا تفهمون التسبيح. But we don't understand the tasbih. We don't understand it. Do not be against that. When Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says about the non-Muslims, He's telling us, قُلْ يَا أَهْلَ الْكِتَابِ تَعَالَوْا إِلَىٰ كَلِمَةٍ سَوَاءٍ بَيْنَنَا وَبَيْنَكُمْ. Come to the masjid. Come, let's sit down. O people of the book, the Christians and the Jews, anybody, come to the masjid, sit down, have a cup of tea, and talk about what is common between us. What is sawa'un baynana wa baynakum? What is common between us and humanity? The earth is a common area for all of us to live. The air is a common area for all of us to breathe. The heaven above, that it is shining the sun for us to live, is a common area for all of us. Finally, as we talk, more common is going to be found between us rather than, unfortunately, the disputed areas. So many people that they are alhamdulillah. If there is a possibility of talking to them from the Quranic words, from the word of Rasulullah, you will see that it sinks into their heart, and no doubt, at least they won't become your enemies. So with that, we will see that, alhamdulillah, Ya Ahl al-Kitab, ta'alaw ila kalimatin sawa baynana wa baynakum. People of the book, come and sit down and talk about the issues. This talking and being with each other, it causes a blessing to be with each other. Otherwise, they were hearing it continuously from a non-Muslim against us. That's enough. Every time that you will see, you hear that there is something against Islam, as you probably know it, it's very much documented, and you know for sure yourself that the concept of divide and rule is a part of the societies, that they have to go ahead, rule you and run you the way that they want to. If you are together, it's impossible. The examples that it was said long time ago with the young people, an old man that they had young children. He says, my children, let me go ahead and advise you to something. And that advice is that he collected 4 or 5 pieces of sticks. And he says, go ahead and break it. One at a time, they broke it. It was easy. He put 2 of them together. He says, break it. They put a stronger, they broke it. He put 3 of them together. He says, now the 3 stick together, go ahead and break it all together. And they struggled. Finally, he says, I put 4 of them together. They couldn't break it. Now, with us, the concept of divide and rule is an issue. In order to break our rank from each other, in order to dominate our lands, our wealth, and our leadership, they have to divide us. This concept is not something that is new. It has always been. Go ahead, the books that it is written here, the Protocol of Elder Zion. We have many of these books that they themselves are talking about these issues. That there shouldn't be a unity of anybody at any time, any places. So what do? In order for for them to achieve this goal, they will have varieties of the issues that they feed into the people, and they are looking only and only for the people that they are unaware about the system, unaware about Islam. It hurts a lot. My dear brother is here sitting, of course they witness it. A man comes inside the masjid, he looks around, and the adhan is called. We say we're going to make salah. Yes, we are ready for this, making salah. He puts his shoes on and he leaves. Brother, where are you leaving? This is a Shia masjid, isn't it? You see the way that they are really planted, the way that they are actually programmed to fall into the trap of divisions. You don't know. First they say, is this a Shia masjid? Which masjid doesn't belong to Shia Sunni? Anyway, as you probably know, no masjid belongs to any school of thought. But at the same time, when they fall into the trap of, is this, don't you know, my dear brother, whether you are again into the Shia Sunni issues, the next part is, if you are a Sunni, is this the masjid of Hanafi, or Hanbali, or Maliki, or Shafi'i, which one? Then from there it goes to another part. Is this the masjid that belongs to that group or this group? Then Asabiyya will come. Then division will come. From the division, more division, and more division. Why can't we see what is going on in our world? Rather than falling into the trap that they have set for us, we recognize that there is so much beautiful things that it is among us. So much of the common things that we can live with each other. Unfortunately, when these common things do not exist, such as if we cannot dialogue with each other, if I cannot sit down and talk to you according to the love of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and His beautiful Quran, then the war starts. Why? I don't have the art of dialogue with the people. If I don't have it, then the fighting starts, just like the animal. If I don't have the art of living with each other, to live with you, to accept that the reason that I exist is because you exist. The humanity is a part of each other. We belong to each other. We have to live with each other. I don't have all of these technologies that it is in this last year. All of us put together their efforts and our efforts together, finally what we have is what we have. Accepting with the art of living together. If that art is missing, then what happens? Then the explosion comes. Then all of the problem will come into the areas. Once the art of love and respect is leaving our society, then it will be replaced with hate and crimes. The love of loving each other, being with each other, working with each other. If that goes away, then my way or highway will exist, such as the way that the takfiris are working. When the art and the love of coexistence, which is a part of our humanity, if that leaves from our society, the coexistence moves away from us, then what will happen? Selfishness will come. I need myself, my way, no other way. No other nation should live. The other nation, if they want something of their own, they have to be bombarded. They have to be destroyed. Why is it? Because this is what I want. This is what I am looking for. The coexistence must exist. Accept it, my brothers and sisters, that the boundaries and borders of the land of Allah was not existing at the beginning. We put the boundaries and borders. Why is it that whatever that we have made, we start to fight with it? I put the boundaries between, supposedly, Iran and Iraq. Allah didn't put that boundary and border. Made the people to live in the Kurdistan area. The other one in that Turkish area, in Farsi, this area, that area, Afghanistan. We made it divisions. Allah didn't divide us. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the way He puts it, that as you read in Surah Al-Hujurat, that all of us are from Him, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. وَجَعَلْنَاكُمْ شُعُوبًا وَقَبَائِلَ لِتَعَارَفُوا. This difference of existence, difference of color of skins, of these faces, is for our recognition. That is come from that area, that come from there. But the idea is, إِنَّ أَكْرَمَكُمْ عِنْدَ اللَّهِ أَتْقَاكُمْ. The closest one amongst you are the one that they have taqwa. They have Allah awareness with them. That they know themselves that, Ya Allah, I know that you are hearing me right now as I'm talking to all of you. You are seeing me as I'm sitting here. You are hearing me. And you know what is in my heart. If I come to that realization and recognition, then I won't do any crime. Then I behave myself. Then I say, Allah, what should I do that you do not see me? Where should I go that it is not your boundaries and your places? Coexistence. When it leaves, then selfishness will be replaced. When the art of building and putting the things together, when that is taken away from us, then the problem of destruction will come. Art of building. The whole society is built for you and I. The roads are built, the bridges are built, the universities are built. Building for each other, to help each other. When that art goes away, the hospital, building all of the things that it is supposed to be, then unfortunately, the crime of destruction and bombing and destroying things will come and will take place. And finally, when the word of وَاعْتَصِمُوا بِحَبْلِ اللَّهِ جَمِيعًا وَلَا تَفَرَّقُوا comes, hold on to the rope of Allah, to the line of Allah, to the direction of Allah. Habl has varieties of the meanings, as you probably know. The line is a habl. But whatever that it is extended from heaven to you, which is the Holy Quran, Abdullah, stick together. One Quran. Even though how many times in the past they have been printing so many books against the Muslims, that this is a Quran of the Shia, this is a Quran of the Sunni. How could that be possible? There is no such a thing existing at all. Bring me one. As you probably know, all of these things has been now diluted and finished. The new idea is coming. And all of that with the name of Shia Sunnis. Alhamdulillah that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless all of us with the Holy Quran that it belongs to all of us. Alhamdulillah that the heaven above is giving its light, its shine, the sun of the heaven and all of that to give us the life all together. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is Rahman to any human being, regardless if he is a kafir or he is a Muslim or he is not, this and that. He gives whatever that he wants. Who are we to be deprived from them? Learning from the Holy Quran and the Sunnah of Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam that we must be together. That togetherness is a part of our life. A beautiful saying that we have, of course, is a words. And it says, do you know why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given you two hands? One hand to take care of yourself. The other hand to take care of the others. Why is it that others will never become a part of our life? Yet we know that they are a part of us and we have to live with each other. With that, then finally we will see the difficulties that have been created in our ummah. It seems like it is somehow in some places is working. They're spending billions and billions of dollars to create the groups, the organizations, to give them the weapons. In fact, they call themselves, of course, some of the, you have recently seen it, so many places, that they are being treated, they're wounded in Tel Aviv, when did you see? As Quran said it, it is settled and finished. My dear brothers and sisters, when he says in Surah Ma'idah, Ayah 82, لَتَجَدَنَّ أَشَدَّ النَّاسَ أَدْعَوَةً لِلَّذِينَ آمَنُوا الْيَهُودَ وَالَّذِينَ أَشْرَكُوا. You will find the highest enemies, the worst enemies of the believer happen to be the Zionists and the atheists. It is them. What do? They create all kinds of problems for the Ummah. And unfortunately, those that they are really not aware about the ayat of the Quran, they fall into the trap. As I mentioned to you, they stick to one ayah of the Quran that it says, فَضَرَبُوا الرِّقَابَ حَتَّى إِذَا أَثْخَنْتُمُوهُمْ فَشَدُّوا الْوَثَاقَ. Go ahead and cut their necks. This ayah is only, as you read all of the books of Ahlul Sunnah, anybody that you want to, Mufassirin, the way that they talk about that, this ayah was revealed when Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, after 10 years, after 13 years that he was in Mecca, all of the problems that he received, and then he went to Medina. On the 8th year of Hijrah, he came back, took over the Mecca from the hand of the Quraysh. And when he was there, he made the covenant with them. As long as you talk to us, we talk to you. As long as you do not raise the swords, we don't raise the swords. As long as we can live together in peace and harmony, we will do that. You probably have heard it before, that when the flag was in the hand of one of the Sahaba, as of course the treaty was made with Abu Sufyan, and they went inside the city of Mecca, he said very clearly, on the one that had the flag, he rushed into the city of Mecca as he was happily announcing, Al-Yawm Yawm al-Malhama, today is a day of bloodshed. Yet we know, our Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he said, go, hurry up and get the flag from him. And what did he do? He called it Al-Yawm Yawm al-Malhama. Today is a day of blessing and reconstruction. And then on that treaty that it was signed, it was said that now that you're all free, you can go wherever that you want to. There are supporters of me, go around the Kaaba. The one that they are indifferent with me, go to their houses. They don't care about this one or that boy. Those that they are against me, and still they don't want to, follow my way of thinking, go to the house of Abu Sufyan, that's perfectly fine. And that is what he did. But if you raise sword, according to this Mahida that we have, according to the dialogue that we have, according to the treaty that we have, if they raise sword, then you go ahead and cut them to their neck. That's the only time. Now, this is used for who? The Christians. Where on Islam says you have to go ahead and line up the Christians and then film them and cut each one of their neck. You probably will see these things. It causes, unfortunately, a division. Let me be honest with you, my dear brothers and sisters. وَقَلِيلٌ مِنْ عِبَادِ الشُّكُورِ. Those that they are righteous people and they are thankful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, they are very few. In this masjid, we have, alhamdulillah, our dearest brothers from the school of thought, varieties of the school of thought, that they come together. Alhamdulillah. Did it affect us? For sure it did. Of course, for who? Those that they were unaware about Islamic issues. Those that they were really didn't know that the Holy Quran does not promote the idea of divisions. The one that he comes and he creates division is called what? Munafiq. And the munafiqun where? فَالدَّارِكَ الْأَسْفَلِ مِنَ النَّارِ. They are in deepest part of the hellfire. That's where they are. Therefore, we will see now, when Allah loves you, He says, وَأَعْتَسِمُوا بِحَبْلِ اللَّهِ جَمِيعًا. We have one Quran. Stick to the Quran. Every one of you have a right. You probably know that, of course. Every one of you have a right to go ahead and say, in this part of the khutbah, what you said was wrong. Gladly, if I'm corrected, forever I will kiss your hand at your feet, and I will be in your retreat. Anybody is supposed to do that. We have to guide each other towards Quran. Why is it? Al-mu'minu mar'atu akhal mu'min. A mu'min is a mirror of the other mu'min. Reflect to each other. See what are the areas that is wrong, tell it to each other. And hopefully, the one that it is having a clear heart, he will accept it, and he will be thankful to you and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for the blessing that we have. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, inshallah, bless us and help us to be what He wants us to be, rather than what we want to be. Inshallah, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Wa la shirka al-insan al-anfus, illa alladhina amanu wa amilu s-salihat, wa tawassaw bil-haqqi wa tawassaw. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, wa inshallah, min al-ijaba.
ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار.
الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه. الحمد لله الذي هدانا لهذا وما كنا لنهتدي لولا أن هدانا الله. الصلاة والسلام على سيدنا ونبينا عبد المعيد والرسول المسدد المحمود الأحمد حبيبنا وحبيبنا العالمين على القاسم المصطفى محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم. عباد الله اتقوا الله وكونوا مع الصادقين. The law of the masjids, you probably have heard it before. Masjid is a place of sajda. Sajda is one kind. Many of you, inshallah ta'ala, as you go to sajda, 7 parts of your body will go to the dust. 7 heavens, sab'a samawat has been moving. 7 heaven has been moving until the earth becomes what the earth is and you and I will be on it. We testify in our salat, which is a total connection to the command of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, in total disconnection from everything else. Once you put your 7 part of your body, forehead, 2 palms of the hand, 2 knees and 2 toes on the ground, you testify to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that the sab'a samawat have been moving, 7 heaven has been moving, unlimited of course, 7 that are 6 after 7. Unlimited heaven has been moving until the earth becomes what it is. Ya Allah, I recognize the owner of the whole creation. I am with you and I live because of you. Allahu Akbar. And I know, for sure I know, that I will go back to this dust, which is, again, back to my grave. And each and every one of you, don't call a grave a dark place. Grave is a baba and a baba jannah, or hofratan and hofratan. It's either a gateway to the paradise, or a gate to, Allah forbid, not from this group, to the hellfire. How do I know? I know myself, Ya Allah, better than any one of you. And you know me better than I know myself. Why is it? He created me and He knows what I have done and what I'm supposed to do. Therefore, today is a day to go ahead and convey the message to our brothers and sisters that they are being misguided, that please, do not fall into the trap of divisions. You probably have seen it. Go ahead and look very clearly into the concept and the issues of the bottom. Of course, this humble brother of yours has the chaplain in the jail, the prisons that they were. I always a joke, and I told them, you mean only the Afro-Americans make the crimes? How come there is no white among you? 50, 60 of you are in jail, and I have to come to the classes. Only you are the one that you mentioned that. Of course, you know, I joke a little bit, you know. They know that this is a real difference. But this is a reality. The curfew goes for who? Only them. But if it is other races, probably there is no such a thing. But anyway, you know all of these things. I don't have to tell it to you. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala inshallah bless us and make us to be what He wants us to be rather than what we want to be. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد قوموا إلى صلاتكم يا